Hello and welcome to another modern video. Today we're going to be having a little bit of fun. In case you didn't hear, Lures of the Dream Den has been banned. It's no longer legal in the modern format, so all sorts of 3-drops in Plus are now all of a sudden virtually unbanned. So I've been thinking about this deck a little bit when, with this card Kaido Shizuki was spoiled, and it looked like it was actually pretty powerful for a 3-mana Planeswalker. It was just a matter of finding the right shell. The problem is that any shell that I could think of was just invalidated because Lurus was in the format. So in that case, it was always better for me to be playing Lurus. And now that Lurus is not banned anymore, it's not legal anymore, sorry, we can start to have a little bit more fun. I'm not sure about the actual competitivity of this deck, but at least it's gonna be fun, and it brings me some very, very nice flashbacks from my favorite draft format of all time, which is Modern Horizons 1. So yeah, this is what we're gonna be playing today. We're gonna be playing again 4 copies of Kaido Shizuki. This is a very interesting Planeswalker. 3 mana at the beginning of your end step. If it enters the battlefield this turn, he faces out, so it actually protects itself for 1 turn, which is very nice. And then it sort of enables itself, and it's a very, very powerful card advantage engine. It starts with 3 loyalty, and then you can +1 to draw a card and then discard a card unless you attack this turn. So the good thing though is that even if you don't have a creature, which this deck has plenty, even if you don't have a creature, it enables itself, because if you -2, you can create a blue ninja that cannot be blocked, which is very, very interesting. The -7, you get an emblem whenever a creature you control is combat damage to a player. You set your lever for a blue or black creature card, put it onto the battlefield, then shuffle. I don't really care about the emblem. I don't think we're ever going to get to emblem this thing, and even if we did get to emblem, it probably wouldn't really be that good. So I'm not really worried about the emblem, but like the first 2 abilities are actually quite relevant, particularly the +1. The +1 is actually super fantastic. So what are we surrounding this powerful Planeswalker with? Well, we're playing using Ingenious Infiltrator. This is from Modern Horizons 1, and Ninjutsu for 1 and a black, blue and black, sorry. And whenever a ninja you control is combat damage to a player, you draw a card. Obviously, most of our decks ninjas. We have 4 of these. We also have Ninjas of the Deep Hours. So very similar card, except it's a 2/2 instead of a 2/3. It's only colorless and a blue to Ninjutsu, and it only draws a card whenever it deals damage, so it doesn't care about other ninjas dealing damage. But we are playing some copies of Changeling Outcast. This is Changeling, so it counts as a ninja, and as such, whenever this hits, we're going to be drawing cards off of our Infiltrator. Also, the token that this puts into play is a ninja, so we do get to draw cards off of the unblockable ninja. We also have a couple of other enablers, 3 Fairy Seers. This is one that we used in that limited format that I'm talking about. So I'm splitting 3 and 3 here because I wanted 10 enablers. That's going to be 3 of these, and then obviously the best enabler, which is the Ice Fang Quaddle. Ice Fang is obviously fantastic, not only because we get to hold up mana to interact and then deploy the Ice Fang at instant speed on your opponent's end step, but also because, it can get Death Touch. That's where we're playing our basics. And also because whenever you bounce it with Ninjutsu, you get to redeploy it on, on later turn, and you get to draw another card from it. So we actually have a very, very interesting amount of card advantage in this deck. So we're going to see how it works out. But as I was saying, I'm splitting the difference here because this Cry 2 can be quite powerful. But obviously, as a card overall, in terms of the context of this deck, Changeling Outcast could be the better 1-drop. So maybe we should be playing 4 and 1, or maybe the split should be different. But I know for sure that I want 4 copies of Ice Fang. Then we have some removal, obviously in Fatal Push, Abrupt Decay, and Drown the Lock, which is a split of removal plus counterspell. 4 copies of counterspells as well, and some discard a spell in Inquisition of Kozilek. The mana base is very simple. We're playing 23 lands because we definitely want to be hitting our land drops, and the idea is that we want to be double spelling starting from turn 2 or even turn 3. So because of that, I need all of my colored sources, and then I have only 1 Otawara and 1 Takenuma as my sort of value lands. Everything else is just a land that it fixes my mana or just taps for the colors that I need. The sideboard includes Kappa Deck Wrecker, mythic and common from the current set right now, which, you can ninjutsu this bad boy, and whenever it hits your opponent, you exile an enchantment or an artifact. Maybe this is a little bit too cute and I should be playing something else, but it's just too cool not to play, right? Nihil Spellbomb against graveyard decks, Dispute and Flusterstorm against combo and control decks, Ashiok against the Amulet decks of the world as well as graveyard decks, and more Ego also against combo decks like Amulet, like Yawgmoth. Collective Brutality and Thoughtseize are my, against the aggro deck. decks and against the control and mid-range and combo decks of the format. So fairly clean and I wouldn't say not very creative sideboard, but hopefully that's what we wanted to do. So we'll see how things work out. If you enjoyed the content, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Hopefully you will enjoy this video. And if you do, make sure, again, like you hit that like and subscribe button and you leave me a comment down below as well. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them over there, and I'll see you for round number 1. All right, here we go. Round number 1. Yeah, let's keep this. We got turn 1 Fairy Seer. Turn 2 Push or Drown. Hopefully Fairy Seer finds us a ninja, and then we're off to the races. Yeah. Yeah. Definitely don't want the counter spell. I think I don't want either one of these. It's gonna pass the turn. My opponent must be like, what the hell? All right. All right. Let's play here, and I think we're going to attack because next turn we can just play Kaito and draw a card. I'm gonna see, like, what would I counterspell? Is there anything that I would counterspell here? Is there anything that I would counterspell? Because even something like a Stoneforge Mystic, it's not that big of a deal. It's kind of okay. Now we just have Drown. Just gonna push the Esper Sentinel here. We don't get to find. Unfortunately, a green source. So if we draw Ice Fang, we're not gonna be able to cast it, but I think it's fine. So I think this just gets blue-green, and I think... Let's... I think I'm going to spend this turn to Kaito, because anything they do, I'm just gonna make a ninja and pass the turn, I think, and I'm not gonna block. I'm not gonna attack, because my opponent is playing a deck that plays Ornithopter. So that means that, okay, so they do nothing, which is good. Not love that draw. So I think Ninja Token is gonna sit back, attack with Fairy. Plus, draw a good card, or a blank. It's also fine. Yeah, pass the turn here. It's so nice to like play against Hammer. Like, we're not looking good here, but at least, like, if my opponent had Lurus, like, I would be probably just unable to win this game anymore. And instead we are like, we're behind. We're definitely behind, but well, that's great for me. So now I can just, you know, drown that. But like, I don't really need to, you know, I'm not that behind, I guess. So should I block here? I think I want to trade, actually. Just gonna get a basic swamp. And just drown that. Trade there. Ornithopter. Yep, that's getting carded. All right. Fairy Seer. So I can just plus. Let's play the Fairy first. These are good pickups. These are pretty good pickups. So let's go. Just. I can chump one of these. So I'm chumping one of, I think I want to draw the counterspell this turn because I just can't afford for my opponent to draw another Pure Steel. So we're just gonna go plus plus. I am not going to attack. I'm just gonna plus here, discard Darkslick Shores, and send the turn back. What this does is now I can just block here, if I have to. I could also just like take the Ornithopter attack. Block there. Another Saga is pretty bad for us. Another Saga is obviously quite bad for us. This turn we do get to attack though, because I'm just pushing this almost regardless. Man, it kind of sucks that we're flooding a little bit here. We can use Takenuma. Opponent's gonna block, but it does. They just take it. Wait, what? Oh, it's a free block. It's literally a free block. Like, what if I had a ninja? All right, whatever. Another counter spell. So I can't cast both anyway, so just gonna pass the turn here. The second Saga is a problem though. Like that's like the only card. Like I had literally everything else covered. Literally everything else is covered, but like a second Saga specifically, it's a problem. Oh, come on. Well, we're not looking good. We are not looking good. These counter spells are looking kind of silly. Kind of unlucky, honestly. Like it feels... It feels like there's so many cards that we could be drawing here that could help me be in better shape. At this point, we're probably just too far behind. Like 2 Sagas is just... Oh man, just adding insult to injury. My deck is just not giving me a break. We also can't play the Otawara. We haven't drawn any of our ninjas. Haven't even drawn an Ice Fang Quaddle. Haven't even drawn an Ice Fang. We're in rough shape here. We're definitely in rough shape. Actually, I can't block. Never mind. We're actually just dead. we're just dead. Okay. So this card looks good, and I think that is it. This card looks really good though. Let's shave a couple of counter spells. Okay. Maybe I should have extra removal in the sideboard. Maybe I should have access to extra, just like, you know, more abrupt decay, like Assassin's Trophy, stuff like that. It's definitely something to keep in mind there. Also, the Sagoth Triumph is a little bit awkward. Oh yeah, I mean, this is what this league is for, right? Like to figure out how things work, what works and what doesn't. Maybe engineered explosives would be an interesting addition to the deck as well. We got no engine. We do have some like decent amount of removal, but can I keep a hand with no engine? Probably not. Much better. Much better. So bottom that. Turn 1. Outcast. Sigarda's Aid. So we can't die here. So let's get this party started. Yep. All right. This is what I was trying to do with this deck. This that's going on right now. This is what I wanted to be doing all along. This is what I wanted to be doing all along. Okay, so that we can just, you know, push or kill a gazillion different ways. So not too worried about that. Swing first. Opponent's probably not gonna block. We get to draw another card. We even get to Inquisition their thing. I think I'm more interested. Like they need the body. They can't just chump block here, right? Maybe I just have to decay the Sigarda Sade. Wait, is that my only green source? I guess I can fetch the basic forest. Yikes. Okay, so let's Inquisition, I guess. Well, good thing I didn't attempt to get that. Just get the Stoneforge. And I think we're just gonna push right now. Play around the Spell Pierce. We'll see if my opponent deploys the second Sigarda Sade. Like, it's not a given that they will do that. And then we can... I guess we just don't do anything. What we can do... I guess we're going to attack first. But what we can do is we can play Kaito. And if my opponent pierces, then they don't... Huh, that's an interesting draw. So now I can Ice Fang. If I Ice Fang, I can't decay. Because my mana is a little bit awkward. I can also Kaito. I can Kaito plus... I think I'm going to do that. Let's Kaito plus Outcast. And I think I'm going to minus here. Just so I can block. And then we just decay the token. So my opponent can go get Shadow Spear. And I guess if they naturally drew another hammer, I'm dead. They just naturally drew another hammer. They totally naturally drew another hammer, didn't they? So this means I go down to 1. This means I go down to 1. because my opponent can activate the Nexus. I'm just going to block here to go to 2. I guess they didn't activate it. Why did they not? Are they going to use their mana? That seems free. Okay, second Sea Rather say it's fine. Sweet. Okay, so now we get to draw a bunch of cards here. And I have to... We do have Decay plus Push through the Spell Pierce, which is very nice. Get to draw 2 cards. Another card. Interesting. So this is a black source. So now I get to decay here and push the Inky. So let's go with a basic swamp. And I want to do this on my opponent's upkeep so I don't get got by like the card that protects the dude. The 1 mana one. I can't remember the name. Something skill. No, actually, wait. No, never mind. This is fine. Because we have to push. We have to decay this. Opponent's so good at drawing this Ursa Saga card. It's actually pushed there now. So I get to Ice Fang. So there's that. Play Ice Fang. Opponent still has Pierce in hand. Kaito. Ninja is kind of nice. So we're gonna get to draw many cards here. Many cards are gonna be drawn. We can lose now. I'm good. We can lose now. I did what I wanted to do. I did what I wanted to do. We're fine now. We're fine. I'm gonna get to leave the dream. This is amazing. So I guess we're holding up. I mean, we're not really holding up Counterspell because it just gets pierced. So we're just holding up Abrupt Decay, meaning that I can play the Fairy Seer, see what's on top of the deck. Some lands, we can send those to the bottom. I guess I draw. Could also make an unblockable dude, but go to discard. I think I'm discarding Kaito. That's hilarious. Instep Reality Cheap. Oh, we have to discard multiple cards? I love this. The only thing better than going to discard is going to discard because of multiple cards. I'm gonna block you. Don't wanna be blocked? Okay. This deck is just hilarious. This deck is absolutely hilarious. It's not clear that it's good. it's definitely not unclear whether it's good or not, but holy crap, is it hilarious. All right, here's some ninjas coming to you. Here are some stupid ninjas. I think we push that. Okay. I'm just out here to wreck some tech, baby. Yes! 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 Oh, we gotta take a screenshot of this. We gotta take a screenshot of this. Oh man, this is a board state. Holy crap. This is a board state. Alright. Opponent showed me reality deep, so counterspell looks heinous on the draw. Maybe we just won't dispute. And brutality? Man, ugh. Those are some stinkers, but I told you though, like we just need an engine. All that we needed was an engine. Once we got the party started, everything fell into place. It was magical. Okay, let's keep this. I'll bite. I will bite. Changeling Outcast. Yeah, I think we probably cannot afford to play this land. Like I was honestly playing, considering playing 22, and then I said, okay, like we're playing 22, maybe just playing one of Cyber Triumph is okay. But maybe we just can't afford to do that. Okay, pass the turn. I'm going to Flashy Ice Fang here, and I'm going to trade with one of the Mem Knights, because it means that my opponent is not going to have Metalcraft if they have a hammer. Like, they would need one more artifact. Well, that answers all of the problems for them. Can we draw a green source here, please? That would be awesome. Bottom, top. Pass the turn. Yep. Yeah, I was thinking about 22 lands, and then, you know, 23 felt like a more fitting number. I think 23 is the number that I would want. I think 23 is the number that I'm interested in, but interesting that they would just like trade this straight up. So now that my drown is live. Land? Oh, I put this on top, duh. Okay. What am I doing here? I feel like I'm gonna have to decay this paladin. I mean, I'm just gonna have to decay this paladin. The question is, can I do anything else? I think I'm actually going to... How can I bait my opponent here? Is there any way I can bait them into not activating the saga? I think I have to force them to not activate the saga. So I'm going to get Watery Grave, and I'm going to drown right now, baiting them to pierce me instead of activating saga. Opponent did not take the bait, so now they just activate saga and I die. Because this can't block. So yeah, we're just dead. Man, like missing those land drops ended up costing me, but like this, I mean, it was a lot closer than I thought. Like I learned something from this game at least, which is we can't really play Sagoth's Triumph like this. If I had been able to just like play something on turn one, I think we would have been in better shape. But yeah, CS my opponent just is lethal. All right, I'll see you for the next round. All right, round number 2. We can. Okay, I'm gonna bite this. It's possible this is a trap. Like this looks like it's a hand that's a trap. What are we playing against? Humans? Wow, playing against humans. Sweet. All right. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna Inquisition here in one because if my opponent has a Thalian there, like I just have to get rid of it. Now, actually, maybe I should have taken the Sentinel. I mean, it's the same thing, but now my opponent gets to double spell as opposed to just deploying the Thalian. Probably gonna have to push this. So I really want to find any untapped land. Allows me to kill that. No such luck. Again punished. Again punished by playing the stupid Sagoth Triumph. Twice in a row, just brutally punished for playing the stupid the Triumph land. Yeah, I don't think this deck can afford to do some Triumph nonsense. Collected Company. If they find Thalia here, I just lose. Yeah, okay. That's fine. I'm imagining that this is an okay matchup for us, though. This is removal, get the counterspells out of here. I mean, this is just a Death Toucher, dude. Which seems okay. Like, seems better than Thoughtseize. And I'm not gonna, you know, Flusterstorm, I don't think. I don't think I'm interested in that. But I'm imagining this should be an okay matchup. Like, they have, like, Ice Fang is gonna shine. Fairy Seer is unblockable. Death Touch guy is good. Like, just drawing a million cards and finding a removal spell seems good. Maybe I'm wrong. Alright, here we go. I got all my counter spells, so I don't have any double blues, so I'm gonna lead on turn 1 basic swamp. There's a swamp. There's no real cost to doing that. And if I draw one of my ninjas, then I can just play it. Bingo. Zwing. Ninja, yeah. Yes, I would like to draw a card, please and thank you. So now we're just gonna hold up removal and just hopefully keep drawing removal. That's the plan. That's the plan. Should I vacate this vial? Is the question. Swing. Oh, CS always healed. Has anybody ever chosen not to draw off a Ninja of the Deep Hours? Like, has that ever happened? So next turn we get to draw 2. Which is not the worst. Okay. Okay. Sanctifier and Vec. Okay. That answers that. I mean, this is just... So if I go green, black, kill there. Oops, misclick there. I wanted to play land so I can draw another card. I imagine they're not gonna block. They are. Okay. Play this tapped and say go. That was just a mistake. I wanted to play the land so I could put the other ninja in play. Like I hope I don't get punished by that, but it's very likely I do. It's pretty likely that I do get punished. I don't know how I feel about the Aether Vial Collected Company deck. Mantis Rider. Into Thalia's Lieutenant. All right, that's a clock. That's a clock. We can't really. Ooh. Okay. Swing. It's pretty nice how ninjutsu enables fatal push. That doesn't do it though. Play this thing. Play this and say go. So we're gonna probably take a bunch here, but then next turn I can hold up Otawara and bounce the Mantis Rider if I need to. So I'm not blocking, even though I do have this Ice Fang, but like next turn the Ice Fang's gonna be death touchy. Blue-green, Ice Fang, draw a card. Deck Wrecker. Okay. Okay. Well, I can't bounce this, unfortunately, but so let's swing there. Opponent takes the trade. Okay. Tech Wrecker there. And I think I do this. Get rid of one of the vials. Outcast, say go. Definitely, if this were the other ninja, we would be in much better shape. Can I bounce my own things with this? Yeah, I can buy my own stuff. Okay. Collect the company. Please don't find something too good. I mean, that's not bad. That's certainly not bad. Gonna draw something good here. We gotta draw something good. Man, this is a beating. Kind of sucks. Like we had so many draws there, like another ninja, another like the other ninja, like the planeswalker. Definitely feels like I got a little bit unlucky there. And then my opponent's gonna play another collected company. Yep. Yeah, here I mean we just flooded here. Like that. There's not too much of a story here. We just flooded like maniacs. Pretty unfortunate. Anyway, see you for the next one. Oh, here were all my spells. They were in the next game. All of my spells were just mistaken. They were on the next game. Silly spells. Silly spells. I'm probably gonna keep this hand and be very sad whenever I don't hit my second land drop. I think I'm gonna ship the Kaito. We have to turn one Inquisition. Yawg. I'm gonna take the Geist here. We can counter the evil. Oh, they kept they actually just drew the green source off the top. That's hilarious. That's really funny. I'm just gonna take the wall here. Opponent can evo into a 3-drop, maybe like a Giraffe's Messenger or something. Man, I feel like I've been getting pretty unlucky this league. deck is just not really into the whole functioning thing, you know? Okay. I mean, this is a 2-for-1. Sure, they're getting Grist, but if I find Grist, I just decay this, and we're in pretty good shape. That's pretty unlucky. All right, it's a green source. I'm gonna have to kill the Grist probably. And next turn I can flash in the Ninja. I mean, maybe my opponent whiffs and they don't find the 2-drop. Because if they find the 2-drop, I probably just have to kill the 2-drop actually. God damn it. Literally the best 2-drop that they could have found. Oh. Rip me. Rip me. So I have to do this, otherwise they just evolution into Yawgmoth. So I have to take the block there, even though it's bad for me. Either value, yikes. There's no way this card is good, right? So I'm just gonna push this thing right now. Play my stupid basic forest and say go. And now, like, this is just a disaster. This is an absolute disaster. Missing so many land drops is just too much. I mean, if they had any other 2-drop, maybe, just maybe. I guess, like, nah, we just need Nipple Wave. Like, any 2-drop would have done it. Any 2-drop just turns into Yawg. Yawg very easily kills my Fairy Seer. It's just not good. At least we did get to do the thing in the first match. That's what I was envisioning. Just like going to discard every turn. It's basically the dream. Basically the dream. Is my opponent gonna evil these? There's no way, right? Maybe I should have mulled on to 5. Maybe we should just mull to 5 and try to find like a little bit of a quicker start. At least a start that hits land drops. Milkcord. In any case, we're not in good shape. Not in good shape here. Just realize you can Violent Grist. It's pretty cute. All right, here we go. I think they're just going to do the same thing again. They're going to evo into another Grist, which is just bad for me, but I don't know. I could have... My opponent blosses again. They get another stupid 1/1. Then, like, end step, I decay the Grist. And then I hope that I untap and find the blue source so I can counter the Eldritch Evolution. I think this is just too much. Too many land drops missed. Yawgmoth. I like this. I like these, maybe? Counterspell seems okay. Particularly on the play. Cut down on a Kaito. So I don't think I actually want the spell bombs. Ice Fang seems alright. Decay seems alright. Maybe I just cut the Inquisitions for Thoughtseizes. Because Thoughtseize can actually tackle opposing Yawgmoths. Maybe this deck just has too many creatures, and then you just cannot... You cannot interact enough because you have too many creatures. That's definitely a potential problem. Just not being able to interact enough. So maybe I can try to... Maybe we're supposed to just cut the counter spells. Maybe put the counter spells in the sideboard. Just add more removal spells. The thing is, like, there's so many things that just, you know, removal doesn't really care about, which can be pretty brutal. This hand looks pretty good, though. Like this a lot. So I think I'm going to go turn 1 Breeding Pool into Fairy Seer. That allows me to get the most value from... these, from this Scry. Breeding Pool, yes. Fairy Seer. Okay. Okay. Let's get the Ninja, so we can Ninja on 2. Okay. Yes. Even if my opponent goes turn to Grist, I'm not like super scared of that, because we have the Decay, and like if they Grist, like 2- Grist, they have to kill their own Hierarch. Definitely might like to find land number 3, and again, like this is why I think that, you know, this feels like a 23 land deck, maybe 24. Sure, we did flood like maniacs in the previous match, but I still think that like you're just using your mana to do so much stuff. Like if your deck is functioning, you're just so mana hungry. Like you have 1, 2s, and 3 drops, so your curve is really low, but you want to be double spelling every single turn. Like you just can't not do it. Yeah, so here we go. There's the Grist. 1 in minuses. All right, I think I like this. This seems honestly just kind of good for me. Blue source? Yes! Yes! Fairy Seer. And I think I just want to get more lands here. Push does allow me to double spell, though I already have an Infiltrator. Do I want another one? When you have 2 of these bad boys, they really escalate, though. So I think I'm going to say yes. But I'm going to put the push first. Okay, so now we're looking kind of okay. And depending on what my opponent does, I can just counter spell, or I can just, you know, attack and turn my dude into an Infiltrator. Oh, they have Veil? Oh no, please don't. Please don't bail me. Please don't have another Veil, please. Woof. Okay, dodged. So we know we're drawing another Infiltrator. Do I want to take this turn off? Because I can. We drew the push, we drew an Infiltrator off of the other Infiltrator. Or I can just kill the Grist. It's probably better. Yeah, just gonna kill the Grist with the Infiltrator. We can use Drown to... I'm probably just gonna Fairy Seer, I guess. Yeah, let's just play Fairy Seer. If your opponent has a Yawg, they're gonna get to go Yawg, sack this, kill my fairies here, but that's fine. Skip one of these, bottom the other one. And as I said earlier, these the ninjutsu enables my push, which is very nice. And we're gonna get to draw, like, if we connect, like, my opponent needs to chump block this infiltrator, I think. Like, they can't attack. I guess they're gonna attempt to trade, which is fine. Then we get to draw 2. I can also just not attack. No, but I think trading is fine. Trading means that I get to kill the Geist. And they'll miss the land drop last turn. I guess I can also just push the token. Yeah, that's better. If they attempt to go for the double lock, I just push the token. And so blue, black. We're gonna get to draw 2 here, which is powerful. Can we find a land? Yes, we can. Pass the turn. And it's nice that we're holding both Counterspell and Drown. So if my opponent wants to, like, get tricky and just not play into Counterspell, like, that's fine. We just push the Geist on end step, and they're in bad shape because they don't have blockers. And then I'm just drawing 4 cards. So they just need to start chump blocking at that point. This game's looking okay. I'm very scared of Veil of Summer, though. Very, very scared of Veil of Summer. They're gonna slam the Yawg. I mean, they kind of have to. If they do have it, they kind of just have to slam here. They're falling behind really quickly. They're falling behind super, super quickly. So they're gonna need to get something real good. You love to see it, though. You love to see the Ninjas deck just actually functioning. Let's see. Another Geist. That's worth counterspelling, I think. Again, Veil, like, super wrecks me. They don't have it. So now next turn we just get to push this. I guess I want a Fairy Seer. Yeah, okay, they just back it in. I was gonna Fairy Seer first, so I get, you know, to see which cards I draw, because I'm gonna draw at least one of these, so. Okay, that worked. Do I care enough about Aether Vial? I think I probably care enough about Brutality, though. Because they showed me Veil, and Veil is kind of a bummer. Let's go with this. I think Kaito is going to be pretty hard to protect. So I assume this matchup is probably bad for us. I assume that, you know, the X1's dot deck is probably bad against the Yawgmoth deck. Who knows, though? And this hand has mana. This hand has mana. I think I'm shipping. Better. Okay. So keep this, and we're going to bottom the Outcast. I'm going to do the same thing we did earlier. Good breeding pool. Fairy Seer. Are we gonna have enough time to play all these Ice Fangs? I definitely want the push. Just a matter of the way. I think I do not want the extra Ice Fang. I think I'd rather have the push though. So now next turn we get to, I guess we see what my opponent does. Hopefully I don't have Grist again. Grist would be problematic. Just the turn to Grist every game is really hard to beat. Turn to Grist every single game. It's pretty brutal. Pretty brutal. All right. Just gonna ping the Grist and Ice Fang on their end step if they don't play into my counter spell. Kind of is what it is. Not much I can do. I wonder if they're gonna minus to kill my Fairy Seer. No, okay, they're not. I mean, but now when we get the Ice Fang, like now we can start racing the Grist actually. Also, these the Grist activation are making my Drown Deluxe a lot better, so that's also something to keep in mind. I don't have a Drown just yet, but you know, still the interaction matters. Okay, take 2. 13. 13. They do nothing. So I imagine they have Chord. Are they gonna Chord for 2? Chording for 2 is kind of weird. Seems... It just seems lackluster. Like, I assume you want to play into the counterspell there and like set up, like make me use my spell so that then you can threaten to deploy a Yawg instead. Anyway, who knows? So we can now kill their thing on end step. We can now kill their thing on end step. Oh, on the next turn, sorry, by infiltrating. I'm afraid of Strangleroot Geist. Probably I'm not as afraid from the Geist as I am afraid of the Yawgmoth, so... All of a sudden, drawing the second Ice Fang looking a lot better right now. Looking a hell of a lot better. X equals 2 though is weird. I feel like I would have wanted to get more value. Does combat damage to a player, you may put them as some kind of target creature. Whenever you put one of you create a 1/1 snake. Okay, so I guess we have to kill that. I guess we're killing this thing. Good to know. So I don't think I care about extra green. Now it's a matter of do I want more black or do I want more blue? I think I want more blue. I think I want more blue. So we're gonna Geist. I'm gonna counter that. Oh, I just said I just wanted more blue. Well, that was stupid. That was very stupid. So now I guess I have to fetch Shock in order to push this. Because I have to push this. I can also just go get a basic Swamp. Oh yeah, this attack. I love this attack. This attack is so good for me. Push that. So now, yeah, that was so bad. Now I need to find the blue source, because otherwise I cannot both Infiltrator and redeploy the Ice Fang. Yeah, that was very bad. Because I have to kill the Grist. Like, it's just getting out of control. Brutality. Brutality. What does that do for me? So Grist down. I think I want to escalate here. So -2, -2. And the rest. And I think I discard the Ice Fang as opposed to the Kaito. But it's likely for them to have like an evolution or something like that. They could even have another core, as far as we know. I guess if they had another core, they wouldn't have cast. Oh, they do have another core. So they just cast a stupid Geist instead of setting up Yawgmoth? That's so weird. I guess they have another Yawg in hand, so never mind. Maybe it actually makes sense. This is getting annoying. Can I have my Ice Fang back now? Can I discard this now instead of the Ice Fang, please? Yep. Oh, these Stranglerid Geists are... They're so good here. 2, 4, 7. Big yikes. Huge yikes. Huge yikes. All right, not all brews can be winners, okay? Not all brews can be winners. Ugh. Let's see what we do here. We gotta find something real good. Another drown. Well, I'm gonna pass. So we block. And then we drown. Those are some really bad exchanges for me. Those are some very, very bad exchanges for me. Ugh. These are some very bad exchanges. Like, I don't think I can beat, like, if my opponent has a land and they play Yawgmoth, I'm just dead. I think this is, I just have to do this. I mean, I guess I didn't have to do it right there. So maybe there's that. But I don't know what I can draw at this point. Like, all of these stupid guys being 2-for-1s. Just a brutal beating. Just an absolute beating. Don't tell me they find an Grist. Okay. Oh, they don't have Geralt's Messenger? Because Messenger was lethal there. Messenger was just lethal. An interesting play. You guess you gotta do what you gotta do. All right, all right, all right. We got God. Can we get the 2-3? Can we win a match at least? Don't hold your hopes up, but I'll see you in the next round. All right. Sure. I'm not afraid. Are you? Are you, viewer? Oh. Oh, yeah, I am afraid now. I am definitely afraid now. Let me tell you. Take that one. Take the one that kills me. That one. Take it. Take the one that kills me. What are we taking now? The other one that could potentially kill me? Yeah, sounds good. Sounds good. Taking that one too. Thrasta Tempest Roar. I guess I am in the fun bracket at this point, right? No, look at me fetching my Sagoth Triumph. Somehow, still not even close to casting this Ice Fang. This is when my opponent looks and it's like, wait, what? Yep. Just the same as I went, wait, what? When my opponent went turn when I went at Harvest and revealed some Neoforms and some nonsenses. Alright. A slow... the slow clock starts. Wow. Opponent has had enough already. Sounds good. So, and Mortigo. Ashiok seems also pretty good. So we don't need this. That seems okay. These seem okay. That seems okay too. Brutality is discard. Fatal pushes. Out. Abrupt Decay. Out. Well, if anything, this is probably a good matchup. If anything. We finally found a good matchup for Sultai Ninjas. We definitely found a good matchup. I think I'm gonna go Fairy Seer here. Opponent kept 7 though, that's really scary. Alright, we're not playing Fairy Seer anymore. We are not playing Fairy Seer anymore. That's cool. All right, so breeding pool, yes. Now we're playing Fairies here. Okay, I do like the Ice Fang. Don't think I like the other stuff. The other ninja. Like we're doing good in ninjas. Are we gonna have combo into Veil here? That looks like combo into Veil. Oh, maybe not. Same targets. No Force of Negation for you. Or I guess it would be Pact of Negation, never mind. No Pact of Negation for you. I'm gonna swing here because I don't think my opponent can kill me from here. Not from only 3 cards. Mortigo. Sure. I'll take the Mortigo. Probably not going to cast it this turn because of Veil, but maybe the next one. I wonder what they're drawing towards. Like, they can't win with only 3 cards. Because it takes 2 cards to exile for their Allosaurus Rider. Yeah. Alright. Ninja's too strong. Ninjas has a good Neoform matchup. You saw it here first. Alright, can we get 50 PPs? That's the only thing I care about. Alright, I guess I'm taking this. This hand can backfire though. Also not having, maybe the Sagoth Triumph should be an overgrown tomb. Maybe that's the thing. Maybe the Sagoth Triumph should be an overgrown tomb. Because I think we do have enough. Like we basically I'm thinking that we need more green sources than I originally thought. I didn't think we cared that much about finding green sources, but it is possible that it matters more than I originally expected. Man, the fun bracket sure is something. Probably gonna push this because it, you know, kills all of my creatures. So I'm probably gonna have to. Mog Fanatic is the key card. Oh no, 2 Mog Fanatics? How could I ever beat this? Mog Fanatic is OP in the Ninjas meta. Like, I literally have to push this, which is very sad. It's very, very sad. I mean, I guess technically we're trading 1 mana for 1 mana, right? Can I feel better if I say that? It may seem as if we could be in trouble. I think I'm gonna push this thing now. And just hope that I ever find my land drops. And then I have an X3 and my opponent can never deal with it. Never, ever. Is my opponent gonna be able to deal with my X3? Alright! We're doing it! We are doing it. Is my opponent gonna crack the Mog Fanatic to to kill my Changeling Outcast? So they got a Bushwhacker. There's that. I got no more info. Just got some hasty boys. 9 to 11 we go. I'm gonna kill my dude. Should definitely kill my dude. At least I don't take more damage. Oh, come on. That is just... Where's my overgrown tomb? Yep. God damn it. Opponent saw the line. Opponent saw the line. Good old Flood versus Screw. Good old Flood versus Screw. Except now my opponent has a really good, really good mana sink. So next turn they're gonna start speeding out 1/1s. So I'm pretty much dead now. Push. Fairy Seer. Okay. I'm just not gonna have enough time to deploy that. Okay, Brutality. That's it. I guess a 1/3 lines up well against their stuff. But yeah, that's it. I don't think that the 1/3 is the way to go. Mistakes were made when building this deck. Mistakes were made. All right. I'm probably gonna keep this hand again and be sad when it doesn't work out. So basic swamp. Maybe we get to play play a tapped Water Grave on 2. Oh wow. My opponent also can't really catch a break over there. They've been drawing so badly. And then they draw the best card in their deck. Man. Just gonna push there now. Play these tapped. And I guess next turn we're gonna get to play Kaito. Kaito Shizuki. Probably gonna get a green source here. Maybe a breeding pool. This deck sometimes plays Blood Moon. Please don't draw another Mug Fanatic. Please don't get a Mug Fanatic, bro. Wow, that was too much. It was too strong. Kaito Shizuki, too good. Clearly I should bring more copies in. Well, now we're on the draw. And that's just all sadness. Let's cut a Ninja for Thoughtseize. Maybe I legit want the Kappas as just random blockers instead of counter spells. Just a 1/3 blocker. Just lines up well against their stuff. Okay, this hand doesn't have an engine, but probably gonna go turn 1 Gobbo. Well, now I'm definitely gonna go turn 1 fetch land instead of turn 1 push. Ninja of the Deep Powers. Okay. Play that Seiko. So we're gonna push this Goblin very likely, and then we can potentially decay something else. Okay. Yeah, we're taking too much damage. Just have to kill this thing. Can't find the land. That's okay. Water Grave. Push the dude. There it goes. Also, it's kind of ridiculous how much better Ice Fang is at enabling what I'm trying to do than the 1-drops. Because I definitely want to be interacting on turn 1, particularly when on the draw. Inquisition. Okay, so now I get to Inquisition them, and... oh no. Well, I don't think I care about the grenade. So I'm gonna take the Fanatic, the Bolt. I mean, my opponent is going to cash in the Fanatic. There's no way they don't, so... Then What's my plan? We can decay this Bushwhacker. Take one. This card is just so cool. Like, the whole concept of this deck is just so funny, just so ridiculous. It's such a stupid deck. Swing. Okay. I mean, if they have a bolt, that's fine. I can just play this second main phase, right? Just let me, okay. I don't think I can deploy this. I would be taking too much damage. So I'm just gonna chill here. I'm gonna start drawing cards off the Ninja. Gonna fetch a Sagoth Triumph on end step. Another Mog Fanatic. This is fine, and if they want to 2-for-1 themselves to kill my Ninja, that's also fine. We're going to 10. So if my opponent double grenades here, could actually, well, am I just dead? They just drew the second grenade? They just threw the second grenade and I'm just dead? Well, I guess I should have taken the grenade instead of the... That's hilarious. Alright. I mean... That's the goblin life. That's the Yawgmoth life. I respect it. I respect the Yawgmoth life. I mean, you went for it already. Like, you can't back off now. Yeah, I mean, that's hilarious. All right, we lost. We couldn't get the 50 PPs. Could not get the 50 PPs. Sadness. All right. That it was not very good. Okay. I mean, we did have the thing going on in a couple of games, but it's just so inconsistent, right? Like, you just draw too many of your payoffs, or you just draw too many of your enablers without a payoff, and you just die, or like you just don't find enough interaction. Like, there's just so many things that can go wrong, and these like kind of smooth out your draw a little bit. Like, your Ice Fangs are the best card in the deck, like bar none, basically. They smooth out your draw a little bit, but it's just it just doesn't cut it, right? Like, Lurus being banned allowed me to not feel so bad registering a deck like this, but at the same time, like, it's still bad. It's a fun one though. I had a lot of fun playing this deck. Unfortunately, it just does not seem viable, and it's just like, I don't think it's necessarily fixable, which is the sadder thing. I don't think it's necessarily fixable. Like, even if I feel like something like Rogues could be better, because when you're playing Rogues, you're playing sort of like a fairy game plan. So you're just holding up mana during your opponent's turn, and like, they don't know whether you're going to be deploying a threat or whether you're going to be deploying like, if they play into a counter spell, you just, you know, counter them, or if they don't, you just punish them by just playing one of your Rogues. This one is different. Like, you work with a lot more card advantage, but you get that card advantage on your main phase. So holding up counterspell becomes a lot more awkward. So you want to be playing a bunch of lands, but at the same time, like, you can flood very easily and you have no real way of taking advantage of this. Definitely the Sagoth Triumph needs to go, probably for an overgrown tomb, and I don't think that we can really afford to play Takenuma. So I think that could be, I don't know, maybe like another, maybe what's the blue-green fast land? I can't remember the name, but like that one, the blue-green fast land, or something like that. I think that's what I would try to do. Again, I don't think this deck can really realistically be good. Like, if you're building something like this, you're just trying to make a fun deck more so than you're trying to get some W's. But it definitely succeeded at being fun. Maybe this could be just like one too many ninjas or one too many Kaitos. Because like Kaito was like, it was good when we were playing it on turn like 5, you know, like playing Kaito and just like protect it afterwards. But at the same time, it just sometimes felt like we didn't have enough counter magic. Like sometimes our hand was just clogged with payoffs and like we just couldn't do anything with them. So I don't know. It's just like, it's a hard deck to balance and the payoff isn't really there. I just feel good that we got to steal a match from Hammer Time. That just felt great. But yeah, the deck was fun, but it didn't feel particularly good. Hopefully you did enjoy it though, so hopefully you did have some fun. If you did, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. Leave me a comment down below with your thoughts, and if you like this kind of like silly brews, if you enjoy this kind of content, of course, let me know in the comments down below. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care and bye-bye.